Hello and welcome back to IeshaNyreeTV. Today where we talk about animation, creativity, voiceover, whatever it is we feel like talking about. So tonight, I am so excited. The Jungle Book, Disney's newest feature, has come out and the reviews are in and people love it. I'm talking 98, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, people love it. Every person I've heard talk about this movie and review this movie has said, what is wrong with you? You need to go see it. If you don't like this movie, there's something seriously wrong with you. This movie's brilliant. This movie's amazing. The voice actors hit. The animated sequences hit. Everything is amazing. And I'm so pumped about that because people are starting to realize that perhaps there's something about voiceovers and the future of films and acting in general. So the thing with the Jungle Book, which is a story that's been told so many times, like, it's such a story that lasts through the ages, and it has been told in live action, it's been told in animation. Disney did it as an animated feature years ago, and they're doing it again. So you can see so many different versions of the Jungle Book. It's unreal. But yet, the story keeps being told in new and different ways, which is really exciting. The thing about this particular movie, the only actual person, actor, live action actor in this movie is a 10-year-old boy named Neil Sethi, who is brilliant from, I haven't seen the movie yet, just FYI. I'm going to probably go this weekend. Maybe I'll wait till I get my kids back. We're all going to go together. But by all accounts, he's amazing. And it's his first film. Like, he has no prior credits. This kid is just amazing. He just has that spark, and you love him. I've seen the trailers too. He's adorable, and you just love him. This little boy, 10 years old. So if he likes this, if he had a great time, he's probably going to be doing this over and over and over again because he's got that it factor. But the thing is, everything else in this movie, every leaf, every ripple in the water, every piece of fur on Blue's back, every piece of this movie is animated. It's created. It didn't exist. Master Sethi, he seems too young to be a mister, right? So our young friend Sethi, Master Sethi, did the whole movie against a green screen. There were no other actors to work against. He had to work with puppetry to kind of get the eye lines so he knew where to talk. But really, everything that you see in the movie, like the set and the costume, like just everything is computer generated. What? That's so amazing. And the intensity and the difficulty that puts on the actors, you just have to keep in mind, all those actors, they're famous actors. It's pretty much a Hollywood who's who list of A-list actors. Like, everybody's in this movie. Seriously, like, everybody's in this movie. But they're not actually showing up to, like, do stunts or put in costumes. They were all in a sound booth. Like, they all went to do their piece in sound booths. And any voiceover actor knows that's how you do it. Sometimes you get blessed that you can actually work with a scene partner in the sound booth, but most of the times it's just you, the script, in the booth with the sound engineers. It's so difficult if you're not used to that style of acting. When you think about acting, you think about making your scene partner the most important person. That's what I was always taught. And you're looking for cues from them. You're also hearing cues from your audience, and that really drives your performance. But when you're doing voiceover, you have to dig from a different place because it's just you and the script. It's your interpretation. You're manipulating your voice. You trying to anticipate how it's going to sound, and you making all those connections, but it's just coming from you. You don't have any feedback really to look at. So all these incredible A-list actors brought it, and it's just, the finished product is amazing. So the reason I want to talk about this today is I was listening to my favorite morning talk show host, and they were reviewing The Jungle Book this morning. And I want to say it's 107.9. Shout out 107.9, the link here in Charlotte. And I was listening to their review, and the host asked, "So how long do you think it's gonna be before we do like whole movies with just all computers, like without any type of live action movement?" And the reviewer's like, "Probably next week. If this is any indication, I think we're there now. Like maybe tomorrow. I don't know." And as a voiceover actor, I got really pumped because here's the thing, like, this is a big part of the future of film. It really is. Is it the cheapest? I'm guessing not. Now, I'm not a producer, so all my producer friends can pop out. But it's not necessarily the cheapest or the shortest time possible. What's so amazing about being able to do whole movies using voiceover artists and animation is you have zero limits. There are zero limits. There's no boundaries to what animation can do. I mean, even in the best technical effects, even in the best makeup scenarios, I mean, you still have to abide by the laws of physics. Yeah, physics is still kind of important. And you still have to abide by the laws of just, health and well-being. There are certain things, you just can't do to the human body because it will destroy the human body. And we don't want to kill anyone, even for the sake of a good movie. We really don't want to kill anyone, like, for real. But in animation, in this genre, there's no limits. There's no limits. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want, which is one of the reasons I love doing voiceover, and I love doing animation. You can't see my full body type, but I am tiny. I am 5'1". I've got a big... My fro probably takes up more screen time than me. I'm tiny. I have a medium to high voice. I got freckles, which are really cute. I like my freckles now, but they're cute and adorable. One of my favorite things to do is voice villains. I love voicing villains because when you hear me do those voices, and I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. They're pretty stellar. When I go and get to that space, it's mind-blowing because nobody would ever believe that character can come from this body, which I kind of love. I love that I can surprise people. I love that I can embody new and wonderful characters in a surprising way. Being able to do voiceovers gives me that ability. In a live action play or a stage play or even in most films or commercials, I'm usually not cast in those roles. I once got to play an evil demon, an evil Japanese demon. That was really cool. So thanks to my friend Sean for giving me that. That was actually a really cool part. But really, in live action or in live performance, I don't get to do those parts. But in voiceover, in animation, I can. As long as I can create that character and manipulate my voice, I can bring all that. So the future of films is coming, and a lot of actors are talking about, a lot of big name actors are talking about how difficult it is when you're coming from that training of working with a partner and working either on stage or working in film with a partner. Suddenly you're finding yourself having to create all the jokes, having to kind of sense the timing of your audience when the audience isn't there, and the scene partner when the scene partner isn't there, it's just you and the script. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge. So for those of us who are kind of looking forward and are ahead of that curve a little bit, or anticipating what's to come, getting these skills up front is awesome. So go out and see The Jungle Book. I hear it's amazing. Maybe I'll do a review. I can't wait to see it. I'm really pumped about the whole thing. And also, if you are an actor right now, don't poo-poo the idea of doing voiceovers, because it might very well give you that big break. It might give you something big that you didn't anticipate. So I'm just really excited about it. So that's our episode for today. We will see you back here tomorrow with something exciting, something creative, something about voiceover, or maybe just something about business and about life. In the meantime, have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.